Hello, it's Jane here. Welcome to Yin Yoga. So if you've got a couple of blankets, that would be really helpful, and a couple of cushions or pillows, even better. And we're going to begin by sitting down. So you can stay cross-legged or you can take your legs out straight. Then take a big breath in, reach your arms over your head. And as you breathe out, bring those hands into your heart center. We'll just take a few easy breaths here just to get into that quiet zone, maybe closing your eyes, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. So you might want to rest the hands on the knees or the thighs now. Just notice your in-breath, notice your out-breath. And just notice the rhythm and pace of your breath, whether it's fast or slow, smooth, jagged maybe. Just allow yourself to settle in, guided by your breath. And as you watch your breath, maybe you notice some gentle, subtle changes. Maybe you can feel the sensations of expansion and openness as you inhale, and that relaxing and softening and releasing as you exhale. And visualize your whole body being breathed. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in calm, and as you exhale, sending peace out into the world, into your home, into your office, wherever you are. Breathing calm, breathe out peace. Just rolling along with those waves of breath. It's always nice to start with a breath meditation. And as we come to the end of this opening meditation, just seeing if you can maybe pause at the end of your inhale and pause at the end of your exhale just for a beat. So we get familiar with that three part of the breath: the in-breath, the out-breath, and the pauses in between, the place where stillness and magic happen. Maybe you'd like to make those pauses just a tiny bit longer, maybe a couple of seconds. Breathing in, 1, 2. Breathing out, 1, 2. And a few more like that. And now just let go of any hold, any control of the breath. Just allow your natural breath to breathe in and out, roll in and out. Visualizing gentle waves on a peaceful shoreline. Nice calm sea, lifting you up and lowering you back down. Now in a few moments we're going to move to our first pose. So see if you can make your movements very slow and small so that we can stay in the parasympathetic nervous system. Our first pose is called crocodile pose or downward facing shavasana. And we're going to take a rolled up blanket and we're going to place it so the blanket just touches underneath the belly button and goes down to the thighs. So it lifts you off the ground a little. And we're going to breathe into this blanket and feel that gentle pulse of breath. Feel the heat starting to generate in the abdomen, in the abdominal core area as you breathe in and out. Let your belly soften. Maybe you've made a little pillow with the hands and you're on one side of the face, Or maybe your forehead is on the mat. It doesn't matter, whichever position is most comfortable. And let your breath softly fan this heat within. The sequence that we're going to do today is aimed at strengthening around the lumbar regions. So a few more breaths here. Nice and slow. Nice and deep. Feeling the inhale roll to the exhale, and the exhale roll into the inhale. And then once again, we're going to move out of this pose very, very slowly. So we're going to come into a Sphinx pose by sliding the elbows underneath the shoulders, the arms like train tracks. Or if you prefer, you could bring the elbows together and make a little shelf with the hands for the head. And this is a pose to find space in the lower back. We want to take as much muscular action as we can out of this pose. So see if you can relax your hips, relax the thighs, the knees, the feet. Just enough energy just to keep you upright. Long, slow breaths into the belly. Now you could stay here, or if you want to make it juicy, turn the middle fingers to face the corners of the mat. Press into the hands, straighten the arms. Just a little micro bend in the elbows, and this is seal pose. Quite intense. So if you feel any pain, then we must come out of these shapes. Might feel sensations, but it shouldn't be sensational. A few more breaths here. And slowly lower. Make a pillow with the hands, and if you had your cheek down, turn the other cheek now. And just rest here. Soften the belly, soften the body. Let the breath do the work. And then in a moment, we're going to come into our child's pose. So use an in-breath to come up to all fours. And if you've got any knee issues, you might want to put a blanket under the knees as well. That can be nice. We're going to tuck the toes under. And we're going to let the hips settle towards the heels. So we've come into a stretch of the sole of the foot and also a child's pose, which lengthens and stretches out the back. So breathe nice and deep here. Those rhythmic breaths, the breath, inhale rolling into the exhale. And then you could stay here or inhale up to all fours and take some cat-cows. So as you inhale, the belly lowers. As you exhale, chin to chest, and we round the back. So notice whether you want movement or whether you want stillness. Your body will tell you if you listen. Now, if you've stayed in child's pose, inhale and come up to all fours. And we're all going to come into a seated pose. Our next pose is caterpillar pose. So we sit with our legs outstretched, and we can put a rolled up blanket underneath the backs of the knees. We could sit on a blanket, and I'm going to pile the cushions up so that I don't go too low. So you could use cushions, pillows, anything to just lift the floor up a little more towards you so we don't overstretch. Inhale, lift the sternum. Exhale, drape the torso over your support. Now, if you're doing this without any props at all, just be mindful that we don't want to overstretch the back body here. So take a deep bend in the knees and maybe just hug behind the knees if you're doing this without any props. And we're just going to surrender into the stretch. We're going to focus our mind by keeping our breath steady. We're going to soften the jaw, relax the shoulders, relax relax the center of the tongue. Feel the benefits of simply breathing a gently stretched body. Feel the breath get into all those inner parts of the body. Maybe you'd like to have a little look around your body now. See where you can feel sensations most prominently. And then just observe. Notice whether they stay the same, whether sensations change, maybe intensify, maybe dissipate, maybe completely disappear. And if that happens, then just have another look around the body for somewhere else to focus on. And if you're not feeling any sensations, that breath is a good old favourite to come back to. Feeling the breath massaging all those internal organs as it rolls in and rolls out with effortless ease. Maybe you could visualize a yellow petaled flower expanding gently on each in-breath and closing softly on each out-breath. Breathing in, breathing out. I'll leave you here for a little while longer. Make this your last big deep inhale, your last big exhale in this pose. And then we're very slowly going to exit the pose on an inhale, keeping the chin tucked in. And then just slowly starting to roll up, bringing that head up last of all. And then we're going to make our way onto our backs. So you might wish to keep that blanket underneath the head. So ease your way gently down. If you are using a blanket underneath the head, the blanket comes up to the tops of the shoulders. So it just lifts the head a little. What we want to is to get the chin and the forehead level. And then we're going to bend the knees, taking the feet hip width apart. We're going to draw the right knee into the chest, taking hold behind the right thigh. This is called half cradle pose. So just taking a few breaths here. And from cradle pose, we're going to move into a half happy baby pose. So just a few more breaths here. And then slowly start to raise the leg. Keep the knee bent. The sole of the right foot faces the ceiling. You can hold on to the outside of the foot. You could hold on behind the knee or behind the thigh. Take that left hand and rest it on that bony part of the pelvis to stop it lifting up. We want to feel nice and relaxed. The chin relaxed, the neck's relaxed. And we're going to take some nice deep breaths here. Feeling each exhale soften us a little further into this shape. This pose is really nice for the hip area, the pelvis, the groin. All those places that get a little tight or tense from fixed positions. And then take one more big inhale. One more long exhale. And then just slowly release that leg. Take the feet to the ground and just notice how the right side feels and how the left side feels. Maybe they feel different now. Let's stretch the other side. Inhale the left knee towards you, holding on behind the knee or the thigh. And just do a few deep breaths here. We don't stay in this half cradle pose for too long. And just breathing. It's falling as deep as we possibly can here. Feel that little compression into the belly from that knee. Feeling that lower back pressing into the ground. Taking one more big deep inhale. One more long slow exhale. And then very slowly we'll move into that half happy baby on the left side. So bringing the knee towards the left ribs. Sole of the left foot faces the ceiling and holding onto the foot, the calf, the thigh. Tucking the chin in, relaxing the jaw, softening the throat. Breathing full and deep. Feeling that smooth, steady rhythm of breath. And know that this breathing is always available to you any time of the day. You don't need to move into a shape, just find a quiet space. Notice your in-breath, notice your out-breath. Taking your last big deep inhale here, your last long exhale, taking the foot to the ground and noticing how both sides feel now, whether they feel a little different or the same. And then we're going to come to full happy baby by bringing the knees to the outside of the ribs, holding on to the outsides of the feet, the calves or the backs of the thighs. Or you could just take the hands to the floor and just bend the knees and just relax. And feel that nice release of the sacrum. It's a nice one to do to stretch out the very lowest point of the spine. A few more deep breaths here. And then to come out of it, we take Tantramasana. So we shake the hands and the legs really fast as though you're having a tantrum. And this gets all the chi moving around the body. Getting everything out of the way. Before we relax, if you've got a wall handy, you could lie with your legs up against a wall. That can be nice. You could bend the knees, take the feet hip width apart, let the knees roll in towards each other. You could put the legs up on a chair or a sofa, that might be nice too. You could take the legs out straight but put a rolled up blanket under the knees. These are all suggestions to try for relaxation. If you haven't already tried something different, maybe you'd like to do something different today. I'm going to stay with my knees bent, my feet hip width apart. So when you feel comfortable, you may wish to close your eyes or cap them halfway with a soft, unfocused gaze. Bring your awareness to the breath. Notice the rise and fall of the chest, the natural rhythms of breathing, and sit with your breath for a few moments. If you find your thoughts wandering, gently come back to your breath. Thoughts are okay, let them come, welcome them, but gently let them go by coming back to this breath. Now take 2 or 3 deep yawns. You can fake yawn until one comes on. And then bring your attention back to your breath, the natural rhythm of breathing. Breathing in deeply, first into the belly and then into the chest. Inhaling as much as you can, slowly releasing the breath, beginning with the chest and then the belly. Following this technique with 2 more rounds of breath. And then bring your attention to the base of your spine. Visualize a tiny ball of red energy spinning here. See this energy center as a red pin of light, and allow this light to grow and surround your body. Now move up a few inches to just below the navel, your creative center. Visualize an orange light spinning here, the size of a pin. And as you inhale, allow this orange light to grow to the size of a marble. And then even bigger, to surround your whole body. And now moving your awareness to just above the belly button. Imagine a tiny yellow light spinning here. Feel this yellow light grow slowly. First to the size of a marble. Then it grows to the size of your hand and expands to surround your abdomen, your chest, your upper body. And finally, it surrounds your whole body. Feel ribbons of yellow light infuse your body. Feel this warm yellow light of golden energy moving from the abdomen to the throat, up to the head, and down to the lower body, through the soles of the feet. And now visualize a lemon-colored light surrounding you as a shield of confidence. Feel your whole being rising to new challenges and overcoming them. Feel the yellow light still surrounding you. Allow your body to absorb this light. Repeating each of these affirmations silently to yourself. I have great personal power. I respect and love my whole being. I am confident. And spend a few minutes here in silence as you continue to keep this healing yellow light energized. As you breathe, streams of this beautiful light weave in and around your abdomen, infusing you with confident, motivational energy. Very slowly now, begin to deepen your breath. Maybe you'd like to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe you'd like to stretch your arms over your head. Maybe you'd like to give yourself a full body stretch. Just notice what your body needs right now. There's no rush, just make all your movements slow and small. And then when you're ready, very gently rolling over to one side, making a little pillow with your hands. And then feel your way back to a comfortable seated position with the hands on the knees or the thighs, closing your eyes. And as you inhale, gently floating the arms over the head, palms meet. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose or the mouth. Taking 2 more breaths, just like that. And then just sit for a moment. Just notice how your mind feels, how your body feels. Notice the rhythm and pace of the breath, the place where we began the journey, the beginning of the class. Then when you're ready, if your eyes are closed, gently blink open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Bye.